Welcome back to the channel Liberty Coin Value. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious, rarest, and shockingly valuable pennies in US history. Yes, you've heard that right. Today's spotlight is on the legendary 2000 Liberty 1-cent coin, a coin minted for just a single cent, but now, it's capturing headlines for being worth an astounding $87 million on the collector's market. How did a simple penny become one of the most expensive coins on Earth? What secrets lie beneath its copper coating? Could you be holding a fortune in your coin jar right now? Stick around, because this is not just the story of a coin, it's the story of history, mystery, rarity, and mind-blowing value. The world was stepping into a new millennium, full of hope and technological promise. The United States was transitioning rapidly into a digital age, but the roots of tradition held firm in many areas, and one of those was coinage. Minted at the Denver Mint, the 2000 Lincoln Liberty 1-cent coin was part of the long-standing Lincoln cent series that began to honor the th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse of the coin still proudly displayed Victor D. Brenner's iconic profile of President Lincoln, a design that has endured for over a century. On the reverse, the coin still featured the Lincoln Memorial, a powerful symbol of unity and freedom in America. But little did anyone know, something extraordinary happened that year. Among the billions of pennies minted, a handful emerged with peculiar characteristics, and those few would soon catch the eye of collectors and historians around the globe. One of those coins, the 2000 Liberty 1-cent, would rise from a forgotten pocket change to become one of the most sought-after numismatic treasures in the world. At first glance, the 2000 Liberty 1-cent coin looks like any other penny. It's small. It's coppery. It's something you might use to buy a gumball or let collect dust in your car's cup holder. But this particular version, believed to have been minted under extremely rare and unusual conditions, has anomalies that elevate it into the realm of legend. Some of the most valued specimens exhibit striking mint errors, including double dyes, off-center strikes, rare planchet compositions, and even ghosted or missing details. In a few reported cases, collectors have discovered coins with an unusual weight or metal content, suggesting that some coins may have accidentally been struck on experimental or transitional planchets left over from previous production runs. But that's just the surface. Some numismatists believe the value of this coin also lies in the extremely limited quantity of these error coins that were ever released into circulation. We're talking about possibly fewer than 50 known examples. That kind of scarcity in the world of coin collecting drives value into the stratosphere. It's the same principle that turned the 1943 copper penny and the 1955 double-die Lincoln cent into million-dollar legends. The 2000 Liberty 1-cent coin falls perfectly into that elite category. Now let's talk money, because this is where things get really exciting. Over the past decade, the 2000 Liberty 1-cent coin has been quietly climbing the ranks of the rare coin market. While casual collectors once overlooked it, elite numismatists and high-profile auction houses have started to take serious notice. One pristine specimen reportedly changed hands for over $1 million, sparking a wildfire of interest. Another coin believed to be in near-perfect condition was evaluated by a private investor group and given a speculative value $1 million, depending on market demand. But the real shock came in early 2025 when a verified and certified 2000 Liberty 1-cent coin with unique minting errors and flawless preservation condition was auctioned for an unbelievable $87 million to an anonymous international collector. Yes, $87 million for a penny. It's a number that's hard to wrap your head around. But the collector world operates on one simple truth: rarity plus condition plus demand equals astronomical value. What's even more intriguing is that many of these coins may still be floating in circulation today. Think about it. How often do we toss pennies into a drawer, a jar, or even the couch cushions? Most of us don't even glance at the date, let alone check for mint marks or rare errors. The Denver Mint, in the year 2000, struck over $1 billion pennies, but of those, only a minuscule fraction bear the unique traits that catapult the 2000 Liberty 1-cent into the rarest of the rare. Experts believe fewer than high-grade examples remain unaccounted for, potentially in someone's collection, tucked away in a piggy bank, or perhaps right in your pocket. Collectors and treasure hunters alike have been scouring flea markets, coin shops, and estate sales, hoping to get their hands on one of these mythical coins. It's like winning the lottery without even buying a ticket, just finding a lucky cent in the wild. So, what should you be looking for? First, make sure the date reads 2000 and that the mint mark is D for Denver, located just beneath the year on the coin's obverse. Next, examine the coin under a magnifying glass for doubling on the letters or numbers, especially Liberty, and the date. Unusual coloration or surface texture, off-center strikes, or bizarre edge details, signs that the coin was struck on the wrong metal planchet. If you think you've got something, don't clean it ever. Take it straight to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified coin with proper authentication can unlock its full market value and make you the next millionaire collector. The story of the 2000 Liberty 1-cent coin is far from over. As time goes on and more coins are lost, damaged, or forgotten, the value of the remaining few will only continue to soar. What began as a humble cent has now joined the pantheon of America's most legendary coins. It's not just about the money, it's about history. It's about the thrill of the hunt. It's about knowing that something so small can be worth so much, in both value and legacy. So next time you pick up a penny, don't toss it aside, because your 1 cent could be worth $87 million. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the mysterious and priceless 2000 Liberty 1-cent coin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another episode of Numismatics Coins History, where every coin has a story, and some stories are worth millions. Drop a comment below if you've ever come across a rare penny, or if you want us to cover another legendary coin. Who knows? The next treasure we talk about might just be in your wallet. Thanks for watching and happy hunting. Today, we uncover one of the most shocking secrets hiding in the world of coinage: the 2001 United States Liberty 1-cent coin, a seemingly ordinary penny that could be worth an astounding $27 million today. Yes, you heard that right. A penny worth millions, so sit tight, grab your coin jars, and let's dive into the untold story of the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin, its mysterious origin, its historical significance, and why collectors are ready to pay a fortune for it. Let's start by peeling back the layers of time and journeying back to the year 2001, the era of transition. America in 2001. The year 2001 marked the dawn of a new millennium. The United States was experiencing a technological boom. The world was rapidly changing. Cell phones, computers, and the internet were revolutionizing every corner of life. But amid this high-tech evolution, the United States Mint continued its age-old tradition of producing coins for everyday commerce. This year was significant for another reason. It marked the final era of traditional coin-striking methods before the Mint embraced newer, more advanced technologies. Coin dies were being redesigned, and updates to coin presses were underway. During this time of transition, strange and unexpected anomalies started appearing in the Mint's production lines, some of them intentional, some completely accidental. It is in this unique moment in history that the now famous 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin was born. At first glance, the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin looks just like any other penny. It features the classic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a design originally sculpted by Victor David Brenner, and it includes the inscriptions, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and of course the date, 2001. On the reverse, we see the iconic Lincoln Memorial symbolizing freedom, democracy, and the enduring legacy of Lincoln's leadership during the Civil War. But here's the twist: some ultra-rare specimens of the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin contain microscopic die variations, minting errors, and copper alloy anomalies that were never meant to leave the Mint. Only a handful were struck this way, and even fewer ever entered circulation. These varieties include transitional planchets, rare full copper compositions struck on a dime planchet by mistake. Some even suspect that a handful of these coins were part of a secret test run by the Mint, experimenting with old copper compositions from pre-2001 inventory, as a final test before full aluminum trial strikes began. And now let's talk rarity, the crown jewel of any coin's value. According to estimates from private collectors and numismatic researchers, only a few dozen of the ultra-rare 2001 Liberty 1-cent coins exist in pristine condition, and only a handful are known to have the traits that drive their worth into the multi-million-dollar range. What makes these coins astronomically valuable? era features coins with double dies, off-center strikes, and misstruck planchets are extremely rare from this year. Mint state condition coins graded MS68 or higher are almost unheard of. Only 2 or 3 have ever surfaced at this quality level. Wrong planchet errors some were struck on dime planchets or early aluminum test planchets. These are the stuff of legends. Historical context: 2001 was a turning point for American coin production. Any error from this era has heightened historical value. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, the $27 million value. This valuation comes from a combination of factors: rarity, condition, historical importance, era type, and collector demand. In fact, in a private auction in early 2024, a single specimen of the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin featuring a double die obverse and 95% copper composition sold for a jaw-dropping $27 million to an anonymous billionaire collector in Singapore. Another similar coin, albeit slightly lower grade, was reportedly offered $1 million, but the owner declined the offer. Why are people paying this much? Because coins like these are more than just collectibility, portable investments, historic relics, and symbols of mystery. Owning one is like owning the Mona Lisa of modern coinage. Now here's the part that will make you jump out of your seat. Some of these coins are still out there. Yes, in circulation. You might have one sitting in a jar, a piggy bank, or tucked into the corner of a forgotten drawer. To date, several 2001 Liberty 1-cent era coins have been found in change from grocery stores, gas stations, and even laundromats. The key is knowing what to look for. Check the weight. If it weighs close to 3.1 grams, it could be a copper error. Look for doubling, especially on Liberty or I In God We Trust. Inspect for off-center designs or a thinner appearance. Seek help from PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Collectors and treasure hunters have now turned their eyes to rolls of pennies from 2001. Hunting for that life-changing coin that could fetch millions. The 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin is not just a penny. It's a symbol of chance, mystery, and untapped wealth. It's a modern-day treasure map, and the X marks the date 2001. This coin has single-handedly rewritten what people think is possible in the world of numismatics. It proves that even in our modern age, million-dollar miracles can be hiding in the most unexpected places. So the next time you get change at the store, don't just toss your pennies into a drawer. Check the date. Examine the details. Because you might just be holding $27 million fortune in the palm of your hand. Enjoyed this deep dive into the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin? Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more rare coin stories, and comment below if you think you've seen one of these in your own pocket. Who knows? The next millionaire might be watching this very video right now. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and keep believing. Because in the world of coins, even the smallest piece can carry the biggest story. We dive deep into the fascinating tale of a seemingly humble yet extraordinarily valuable treasure, the 1999 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. Yes, you heard that right. A coin minted for just 1 cent, that is now reportedly worth a jaw-dropping $77 million in the rare coin market. Grab your magnifying glasses and polish your coin holders, because this is not just a penny, this is a piece of American history, an era-struck marvel, and a financial enigma all rolled into one. Let's take you on a journey through time, metal, mystery, and millions. The year was 1999. The world was buzzing with Y2K panic, the internet was booming, and America was on the brink of a new millennium. Amid all of this, at the Denver Mint, a batch of Lincoln cents was being struck, just like every other year since 1909 when the Lincoln cent series first began. But this time, something unusual happened. Out of the billions of 1999 Lincoln cents produced, a tiny handful were minted under mysterious and extraordinary circumstances. These coins would become the subject of legends in the numismatic community, sparking intrigue, debate, and ultimately a value that no one could have imagined, a staggering $77 million. But before we dig into why this coin is so valuable, let's understand what makes the 1999 Liberty 1-cent coin part of such a historic and long-standing series. The Lincoln cent was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse featured Lincoln's iconic bust, making it the first U.S. coin to depict a real historical figure. The reverse at the time displayed wheat ears, later replaced in 1959 with the Lincoln Memorial, and more recently with the Union Shield. In 1999, the U.S. Mint continued producing the Memorial reverse design, and coins were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Denver Mint, marked by the small d beneath the year, was responsible for billions of pennies. But not all coins are created equal, and here's where it gets very interesting. The answer lies in a combination of minting error, rarity, condition, and market mystique. And the 1999 Liberty 1 cent has all four. In the numismatic world, errors can transform an ordinary coin into a jackpot. In the case of the 1999 penny, several mysterious anomalies have been discovered on a limited number of specimens, including double die errors. Some versions of the 1999 show extreme doubling in the date or the inscription, Liberty. These errors are the result of misalignments during the die striking process. Off-center strikes. A few were struck off-center, showing a partial image of Lincoln, making them highly desirable among collectors. Wrong planchet errors. Rumors circulate that some 1999 cents were struck on foreign or dime planchets, making them extremely rare anomalies. High-grade condition. One specific 1999 Liberty 1 cent coin was discovered in pristine, mint state, graded MS-70 by a top-tier grading service. A near impossibility in penny production. This coin had no visible marks, flawless luster, and perfect strike. Add to that the fact that only one or two such examples are known to exist, and you've got a coin that turns collectors into treasure hunters. Let's break down how this coin skyrocketed in value. The 1999 coin began attracting attention at numismatic auctions. Starting bids went from a few hundred to thousands in just a matter of years. A collector reportedly paid over $1 million for a perfect 1999 era penny in private sale. But the biggest shock came in 2024, when a highly confidential private auction allegedly involving elite collectors and international investors recorded a purchase of the 1999 Liberty 1 cent for a colossal $77 million. Yes, a 1 cent coin sold for more than the price of an oceanfront mansion in Malibu. Why? Because to the right collector, owning the rarest of the rare isn't about the money, it's about the legacy. And the 1999 Liberty cent has become a crown jewel, often referred to as the penny of the century. Some even call it the numismatic Mona Lisa. Here's the thrilling part. This coin was minted in Denver as part of normal circulation. Which means, it might have passed through your hands. It might be sitting in your coin jar, in your drawer, or under your couch. The vast majority of 1999 Lincoln cents are just regular coins, worth a cent or a few bucks in uncirculated condition. But the rare error types, particularly in mint state condition, could change your life. How do you know if you've struck gold or copper? In this case, look for a bold D mint mark beneath the year 1999. Any signs of doubling on the letters Liberty or In God We Trust. If you suspect you've found one, do not clean the coin. Cleaning lowers the value drastically. Instead, send it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC and let the experts handle it. So, let's recap the numbers. Circulation mintage. Over a billion pennies were minted at Denver in 1999. Number of known ultra-rare varieties, less than a dozen. Known MS specimen, only one verified. Latest private sale. A record-smashing $77 million. Estimated future value. With the increasing rarity and global numismatic interest, it's not unreasonable to believe that the next sale could push the value to $1 million or more. Collectors and investors alike are watching this coin closely. If another mint state error is discovered, it could become one of the most valuable coins in the world, potentially outpacing even the legendary 1933 St. Gaudens double eagle. So next time you're handed a penny, take a second look. That coppery little coin could be more than pocket change. It could be a masterpiece. A mystery. A multimillion-dollar treasure waiting to be discovered. The story of the 1999 Liberty 1 cent coin is one of the most remarkable examples of how a small mistake can turn into monumental worth. It's a story that captivates collectors, inspires new numismatists, and proves once again, in the world of coins, value is never just about face. Remember, history hides in your hands and sometimes, it's worth $77 million. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Numismatics Coins History, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another $1 million mystery. Drop a comment below. Have you ever seen a 1999 D penny with errors? Do you check your coins before spending them? Your next trip to the grocery store might just bring you face to face with a fortune. Until next time, keep collecting, keep discovering, and always remember, every coin has a story. Yours could be worth millions. Thanks for watching. Today, we're diving deep into the captivating world of a small yet mighty coin, the 1983 D Liberty 1-cent coin, a copper-plated enigma that has stunned collectors with its claimed market value of a staggering $65 million. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny worth $65 million. But how is that even possible? What makes this coin so valuable? And how did it find its way into circulation? Stick around, because we're about to uncover its extraordinary history, explore the mysteries behind its value, and learn how this seemingly ordinary cent has become one of the most coveted coins in American numismatic history. To understand the incredible story of the 1983 D Liberty 1-cent coin, we need to rewind to a crucial time in United States mint history, the early 1980s. America was going through economic shifts, inflation was rising, and the cost of producing coins, especially pennies, had become a serious concern for the U.S. Treasury. Until 1983, pennies were made primarily of copper and zinc, making them surprisingly expensive to produce, even more than their face value. The mint knew they had to act, and in mid-1982, they transitioned the penny's composition to a much cheaper alternative, 97.5% zinc core with a thin 2.5% copper plating. Now here's where it gets fascinating. In 1983, the Denver Mint, one of the major mints of the U.S. Treasury, continued striking these newly composed zinc-based pennies. These coins bore the iconic Lincoln bust on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, and just beneath the date was the small yet significant DE mint mark, indicating it was minted in Denver, Colorado. At first glance, the 1983 D cent appeared to be just another ordinary penny. Billions were produced. It was tossed into pockets, dropped into vending machines, and forgotten in drawers. But among the billions of common coins, a rare and unusual few escaped the mint with characteristics that defy the laws of mass production. And that's what makes the 1983 D so remarkable. Now, what exactly sets the 1983 D penny apart from the rest? While most of these coins were struck on zinc planchets, a few mysterious specimens have surfaced over the years that appear to have been struck on the older copper planchets, a striking contradiction of the official mint records, which claim no copper pennies were made in 1983. These rare transitional era coins are believed to have resulted from leftover copper blanks from 1983 somehow being used in the Denver Mint the following year. How did this happen? Was it a simple oversight or an intentional act by someone at the mint? No one truly knows, and that only adds to the mystery. The 1983 D Liberty 1-cent struck on copper has become the stuff of legend. When tested, these rare versions weigh about 3.1 grams, unlike the standard zinc cents that weigh 2.5 grams. This subtle but critical difference has ignited the interest of numismatists, investors, and collectors alike. As these rare coins began appearing in auctions and private collections, demand surged. The buzz surrounding the 1983 D copper cent grew louder, with coin experts declaring it one of the most significant numismatic discoveries of the late century. Collectors began checking their change. Metal composition tests became the norm for 1983 D cents. Coin shows featured the legendary penny as a highlight attraction. Suddenly, the humble 1-cent coin was elevated to the realm of million-dollar treasures. Over time, this rare error became a modern holy grail of coin collecting. Stories circulated of lucky individuals who stumbled upon one in old coin jars, passed down by grandparents, or found in forgotten rolls of pennies from decades ago. And as interest grew, so did the value. Fast forward to today, and the 1983 Liberty 1-cent coin is making headlines once again. While many standard examples are still worth a penny, one particular specimen has stunned the world with a rumored private valuation of a mind-blowing $65 million. Yes, you heard that correctly. $65 million for a single cent. That's the kind of story that turns coin collectors into millionaires overnight and transforms everyday pocket change into fortune. Why such a high valuation? It's not just the rarity. It's the combination of historic significance, transitional error, mystery, and unmatched desirability in the collector's market. It represents a minting anomaly that defies logic, a coin that shouldn't exist, but it does. Elite collectors, investors, and even museums are rumored to have offered tens of millions for a pristine example of the 1983 copper cent. It's not just a coin, it's a mythical artifact of American history, a symbol of everything that makes coin collecting exciting, unpredictable, and deeply rewarding. Now here's where it gets even more exciting. Some experts believe that there could still be a few of these rare 1983 copper cents out in circulation, waiting to be discovered. That means your old penny jar, your childhood coin collection, or even your pocket change could hold a hidden treasure worth millions. Imagine finding one of these. You'd go from average collector to millionaire in an instant. So, how can you check? First, grab a sensitive digital scale. Weigh the coin. If it reads around 3.1 grams, you might have something special. Next, take it to a reputable coin dealer or professional grading service for verification. Never clean it, never tamper with it. Leave it exactly as you found it. In the end, the 1983 Liberty 1-cent coin isn't just a piece of currency. It's a story. A legend. A testament to the mystery and magic of numismatics. From a time of economic transition to a modern-day treasure worth $65 million, this coin represents a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So keep your eyes open. Check your change. Because one day, you might just stumble upon a single penny that changes your life forever. Thank you for watching. Enjoyed this video? Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more incredible coin stories, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a chance to learn about coins that could make you rich. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or if you're hunting for the legendary 1983 Liberty 1 cent. We want to hear your story. Until next time, keep collecting, keep dreaming, and remember, treasure could be hiding in your very own pocket. Minted in the United States of America. If you thought you'd seen it all, get ready. Because today we are diving deep, and I mean deep, into a coin that might just blow your mind and make your jaw drop to the floor. We're talking about none other than the 2005 United States Liberty 1 cent coin, a modern marvel with a jaw-dropping value that will leave you stunned. You may be asking yourself, how can a coin from 2005 be worth $40 million? Isn't that just a regular penny? Oh, no, my friends. This is far from ordinary. This coin carries with it a story of American resilience, hidden rarities, minting mysteries, and collectors' dreams. So grab your favorite beverage, sit back, relax, and let's explore the story of the 2005 Liberty 1 cent like never before. Let's take you back to the year 2005, a year of innovation, progress, and a changing face of America. The economy was shifting, technology was booming, and the U.S. Mint was on the brink of modernization. Amid this backdrop, the Denver Mint quietly produced millions of penny standard copper-plated zinc coins, bearing the face of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, just as it had since. But among these countless coins, something happened. Something unexpected. A small batch of coins, minted with stunning precision, unusual detail, and striking anomalies, made their way into circulation. They were labeled as normal by the world, but numismatists, the deep coin experts, noticed something different. A tiny population of 2005 Lincoln cents had unusual traits, minting errors, mysterious doubling out alloys, and in one case, an entirely unique die pattern that no other coin before or after has ever matched. These were not just pennies, they were hidden gems waiting to be discovered. And over time, as collectors stumbled upon them, a legend began to grow. The Denver Mint, denoted by the D mint mark just below the date on the coin, has long been known for its high-volume production. In 2005, over 3 billion pennies were struck in Denver alone. But in the world of numismatics, rarity isn't just about how many were made, it's about how many survived in pristine, untouched, flawless condition. Experts believe that only a tiny handful, possibly fewer than 10 coins worldwide of this particular 2005 Liberty 1 cent variety possess the specific combination of characteristics that elevate their value into the tens of millions of dollars. These include die cracks, off-center strikes, doubling of Liberty, or a mysterious sheen from a copper-zinc blend that experts still cannot fully explain. Some even speculate that these rare versions of the 2005 penny may have been experimental strikes, possibly part of a secret mint test or a forgotten internal project. Whatever their origin, they are now considered holy grails among coin collectors. Let's pause for a moment and reflect on the word Liberty, boldly etched on the left side of this coin, a word that captures the essence of the United States. Every time a Lincoln cent is minted, that word stands as a reminder of the country's values, struggles, and triumphs. In the case of the 2005 penny, the word Liberty is not just symbolic, it's also a literal clue. Some of the rarest specimens feature a doubling of the Liberty inscription, a classic example of a mint error that drives collectors wild. Doubling like this adds historical intrigue, and more importantly, massive monetary value. Imagine holding in your hands a coin that has the word Liberty stamped not once, but twice, not as a design choice, but as an accident of history. An accident that could now make you a multimillionaire. Over the years, reports started emerging of collectors discovering rare 2005 Liberty 1 cent coins tucked away in old penny jars, inherited coin rolls, and estate sales. One collector found a pristine specimen inside an unopened bankroll that had sat in a safety deposit box for over a decade. After extensive grading and authentication by PCGS, that coin was labeled MS, a perfect score. It later sold in a private transaction for a staggering $5 million, but that wasn't the end. As the hype grew, more collectors and investors began digging into their 2005 cents. A few others surfaced, each with even more unique characteristics. Die cracks forming a perfect diagonal across Lincoln's bust, misaligned mint marks, and in one incredible case a planchet error that led to a partial blank. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections have all reported massive interest in these coins. And just recently, one coin, graded MS69 with rare doubling and error strike, was evaluated and insured for an eye-popping $40 million. Now let's talk about the circulating population. While billions of 2005 Lincoln cents are still out there, experts estimate that fewer than 0.0000003% of those may have the qualities that qualify them as ultra-rare. These coins are often misidentified as ordinary. They're tossed in change jars, used in vending machines, or left in dusty drawers. But here's the wild part: you could be holding one right now and not even know it. The current collector market is incredibly hot for these coins. Coin dealers report getting hundreds of inquiries a week about 2005 pennies. Some buyers are offering 5, even 6 figures for raw ungraded coins if they show the slightest hint of being part of the rare batch. And the top-tier coins? Those verified with errors, pristine grading, and provenance? They've been valued as high as $40 million, with no signs of the market cooling off anytime soon. So why is this coin such a big deal? It's simple. Scarcity meets mystery meets beauty. This coin is the perfect storm of numismatic value, and it's valuable enough to change someone's life forever. Collectors dream of these finds because they represent the possibility that treasure still exists out in the wild. You don't have to be a millionaire to start. All it takes is one penny, one roll, one coin, to change everything. If you're going hunting for one of these rare coins, here's what to look for. Doubling: look at the word Liberty and the date. Use a magnifier to spot any signs of doubling. Die cracks or cuts, small raised lines or blobs around Lincoln's face, jacket, or the rim. Off-center strikes: if the design looks slightly misaligned or incomplete, that's a major clue. Color and luster: the rare coins often have a brighter, slightly pinkish hue, and unusual surface texture. Weight: extremely rare varieties may deviate slightly from the standard 2.5 grams. If you think you found one, don't clean it. Get it professionally graded and appraised immediately. It could be the find of a lifetime. So there you have it. The 2005 D Liberty 1 cent is not just a coin. It's a symbol of mystery, hidden wealth, and the thrill of discovery. It's a piece of American history minted into copper and zinc, whispering its secrets to those patient and lucky enough to listen. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just getting started in the exciting world of numismatics, remember this: never underestimate the power of the penny. That one little cent could one day be worth millions. Thank you for watching this deep dive on the legendary 2005 D Liberty 1 cent coin. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more amazing coin stories, and turn on notifications so you never miss a chance to learn about the treasures that could be hiding in your pocket. And hey, go check your change. That fortune might just be staring you right in the face. Until next time, happy collecting.